Hi, John Bauer, naturalchoiceswellness.com with another tip to be healthy for life. So, a couple days ago, I read an article about doing 40 push-ups made you much more or less likely to suffer cardiovascular disease and a heart attack. Uh, and of course, it was couched as this is pretty much the gospel, man. You can do those 40 push-ups, you ain't gonna have a heart attack. And then I was reading another article today that kind of looked at this study a little bit more deeply. And I want to highlight this because I think that it really points out the trouble with the news media and the medical health studies that you hear about. Uh, so I'm going to go ahead and get my screen share up here and we'll go through this article. I want to give credit where credit's due here for the fellow that did this. So uh, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, this is this is a website, Fathead, uh, from the fatheadmovie.com, and I was reading an email from Dr. Peter Attia, uh, who's a fantastic resource and a real thought leader in the anti-aging field. And he pointed me to this article, and of course, I'm going to let it speak for itself here, but let's go through it. Uh, so here's the article. New study: men can perform at least 40 push-ups, much less likely to suffer. Middle-aged men log more than 40 have a 96% reduced risk. A 96% reduced risk. Now that's just amazing, isn't it? I mean, I'm ready to get on the floor and start practicing push-ups, and that's how I felt the first time I read this in the other article I referred to. Um, and then, this is what he's saying right here: get on the floor, start doing push-ups. Having strong pecs and triceps obviously prevents heart disease. I love this. I mean, yeah, right. So, and then he talks about, how another study years ago, men who are bald are more likely to suffer a heart attack than men sporting a full head of hair. So does baldness cause heart attacks? No. Being old causes heart attacks, and being old causes baldness. So they're correlated, but they're not causational. And this is the problem. It's always correlation, and it's very rare to see one where they're actually proving causation. And of course, that's what we assume. That's what they want you to believe when they report on this, is that it's causative and not correlated. But anyway, more on the study. So when they actually look at this study, average participant 40 years old. Okay, well, you know, uh, group of firefighters, 1,100, big number, and average at 40, so they're middle aged. But then when you break it down, so here's the 0 to 10 push-up group. These are the ones that were having heart attacks. And check this out. I mean, they're 48 years old, mean age, and they're obese. This is a body mass index of 33, for goodness sake. I mean, do you think being older and obese might have something to do with having heart attacks? And there are also a bunch of them are smokers. So yeah, and then when you get down here to the ones that could do greater than 41, well, their average age is 35, so much younger, 13 years younger. I can do more at 35 than I can do at 65. I will tell you that right now. Their body mass index, about 27, and that's not, that's slightly overweight, but not very much. And, again, a much lower percentage of these people are smokers. So, and much higher percentage non-smokers. Only 34 of these guys were non-smokers. Uh, so, at any rate, 45% here, almost 70% non-smokers here. So it's pretty clear what's going on here. It's the age thing, it's the lifestyle thing with the obesity, it's the smoking. Uh, it's the push-ups might be correlated, but it's only because of these other factors. And interesting enough, in the study, they actually adjusted for these factors, for the age and the BMI. They adjusted for those. So they took those out of the equation, and look what happened here. The only two of the groups even have statistical significance at that point, and the others didn't even have it. Now all of a sudden, what was a 96% reduction is basically no reduction at all, almost. So um, anyway, you know, he wraps up saying, you know, they quote that their findings provide evidence, push-up capacity, easy, no-cost method to help assess disease risk. And, his point is, no, your findings provide evidence that observational studies from Harvard are usually meaningless garbage dressed up as science. Well, it's a little strong, but, maybe that's telling it like it is. I don't know. It's a wonder anybody keeps funding these turkeys. So, uh, all right, I'll be back. So there you have it. I read this and I thought, I've just got to do a quick video and talk about it and just let me drive the point home again. Always be skeptical of what you're reading in the paper or hearing on the radio or seeing on TV. Uh, there's nothing wrong with good, healthy skepticism. It's if it sounds too good, a lot of times it probably is too good. So uh, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being part of my community, and you know, hang in there. Let's be healthy for life and do the best we can with the precious moments that we have. I'm John Bauer, Natural Choices Wellness, wellness.com, and thank you much.